So let me talk about what Hoopla is for just a second. Hoopla is kind of like a Netflix-style service for libraries. It allows you to check out not only books, or ebooks, but also audiobooks, TV shows, movies, music, and graphic novels, among other things. And it works in a somewhat similar manner to Netflix or Hulu, streaming services like that. The one big difference is that you're limited in how many materials you can check out per month. You have 10 checkouts that you can use during a month. After you check those items out, then you have to wait until, say if you use all 10 checkouts in a month, you're going to have to wait until the next month until you can check out more materials. But there's a whole wide variety of things that you can use, and you can also not only use it on your computer, but you can use it on your smartphone, on your tablet, and even your smart TV or streaming dongle, like a Roku, a Chromecast, a Fire Stick, things that you plug into your TV to watch things like Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus or Amazon Prime Video. It's really kind of neat, and I'm going to show you how to get started. What you'll want to do is go to hoopladigital.com. That's www.hoopladigital.com. And you should see this page that I am showing you right now. And right here at the top, it says, there's a little button that says Get Started Today. So we're going to click that, and it's going to ask you for your email address and for a password first. So I'm going to type in my email here. And then we're going to type it again to make sure that we spelled it correctly. And then we'll want to create a password. It says it has to be within 8 and 40 characters, so it's going to have to be at least 8 letters, numbers, and or symbols. So I'm just going to make a little password. And it'll ask you to type in the password twice just to make sure that you typed it in correctly the first time. Sometimes if it only allows you to type it in once and you think you typed something in but accidentally hit an extra key, that can be disastrous. So it's actually a good thing that they make you type it in twice. Next, it's going to ask us where our library, or what our library is. You can either search by your library's name, the city you live in, or your zip code. So let's just go with Albion. So let's go with 14411 with the zip code. I find that to be the easiest. And here it is, Hoag Library. We'll click that, and then we'll scroll down to the bottom and click Next. Now here's the fun part. It's going to ask us for our library card number and our PIN. So let's type in our library card number. And our PIN. And then we'll click Sign Me Up. And providing that we typed it in correctly, it's going to show us this screen. It says, thanks for signing up. Here's some information about Hoopla so you know what to expect. If you do have a question, I'd actually, right now during the stay-at-home order, getting someone on the phone might be a little difficult. What I would recommend is if you want to email me, my email address is mmagnuson@Nioga, that's NIOGA.org. Here, I'll type it up here so you can see it. That's the email I would recommend sending. If you have a question about Hoopla, I will do my best to answer it. But you'll notice here that there's several different options. Up here you have what's a little tab that says My Hoopla. This will allow you to look at your account to see what you've currently borrowed, things that you've favorited, and your history. So say if you check something out last month and you were like, oh, what was that? So I can recommend it to someone else. You can click History and you'll be able to see what you have previously borrowed. Now, obviously, we don't have anything because I just made this account. But over here, you have browse, which means this allows you to browse by format. So you've got audiobooks, movies, music, comics, ebooks, and television. So let's say we wanted to just kind of browse different TV shows to check out or to watch. We can click that, and it's got several different popular titles. Now, right now, they're all sorts of different genres. You've got exercise, you've got some Agatha Christie, Poirot adaptations from the BBC. All sorts of stuff. Even some cartoons like Paw Patrol for kids. And you can further there are further filters that you can click to make things a little bit, make that range a little smaller. However, if you have a specific title you want to look for, you can always use the search bar. So if we want to look for a book, so let's maybe type in, here, let's type in Call of the Wild and see what comes up. And here we are. We've got the Jack London ebook. We've got the audiobook. We've got a children's version of the ebook, like a picture book adaptation. We've even got the soundtrack to the recent movie starring Harrison Ford that just came out in theaters a little while ago. Let's go ahead and check out the ebook for The Call of the Wild. Let's see here. There's several different editions. I already checked out one of them, so we'll check out a different one. So if you click on the title, it'll show you the title, the author, a little summary about it, what genres it falls under. You can choose to either borrow it with this button, or to the right of it there's a little heart. That's to favorite it. So if we click that, it'll show up in our favorites right here. So let's say that you wanted to save it for later. Like say you're planning on doing a book discussion down the road, and you don't want to read it just yet, or say you want to check out a movie for a movie night after once things are a little bit more safe. You can save the title to find it later. But let's say let's check it out for now. We'll click Borrow, and then it'll say this title is available for 21 days after you borrow it. We'll click Borrowed Title. And now it says we have 3 weeks to read it. Books you have for 3 weeks. Movies, I believe you only have for 3 days after you view it for the first time. And then obviously you won't be able to check it out again till the month afterward. So let's go to Currently Borrowed, and it'll show the books that we have. So if we click this and click Read, I can actually read this book on my computer browser. Okay, next I'm going to talk about how to access Hoopla from either your smartphone or your tablet. I'm going to start with Android devices, then I'll go to the Apple devices after that. If you're using an Android smartphone or Android tablet, what you'll want to do is access what's called the Google Play Store. Its icon will look like this. While your screen might not look exactly like mine, you should see this type of icon somewhere, either on your home page or under where it says Apps. So we're going to click on the Google Play Store, and you should see a screen that looks like this, which shows apps that we've already installed or suggestions. So I'm going to click on the search bar and type in Hoopla and search, and here it is. And we're going to click on the little install button. Now obviously on your phone you'll be using your finger to touch that. Oh, that was fast. And then once it installs, it will give us the option of opening it from here, which we can click that and it will open up the app. Or if you click on your home button, you should see the Hoopla app on your screen. So we'll click Hoopla. And it will open up the Hoopla app for Android. Okay, for Apple users, if you're using an iPhone or an iPad, this is what you're going to want to do. You'll want to find the Apple App Store, which has an icon that should look like this on your screen, and you'll want to tap on that. It should open up a page that'll have what's going on today. But what we want to do is click on the search icon here, right down here. That's what it will look like. So we'll click that, and you'll see a search bar up here, and we can type in Hoopla into that, and it'll have different things that you can click on. So we'll click search for Hoopla, and it comes up right here. So if you click on the little download button right here, it will begin the download. And once it's finished, just like on the Android device, you can click open from here. Or if you click your home button, you will see the Hoopla app icon. And if you tap that, it will open up the Hoopla app on your iPhone or iPhone or iPad device. And from here, you can either type in your email and password, or if you don't have an account yet, if you haven't made one on a computer, you can click sign up. And from there, you can type in your email address and password, and the process will be similar to how it was on the computer. Okay, I'm back to the Android version of Hoopla. Reason for this is it's easier for me to record from here, but both the iPhone and Android versions of Hoopla are very similar. So once again, if you have not created an account, you can click sign up and go through the process. It's pretty much exactly like how you did on the computer. Type in your email address, create a password, then it will ask you for your library card number and your PIN number. But from here, let's go back here. Let's actually type in the account that I made on the computer. So forgot capital letter. And here we are. And it starts off with what I already have borrowed. So I've got my books, so I could click on one of the books. Oh, yeah. All access permissions. And now I can actually read this book on my phone or tablet. It's setting it up. And here I go. I can swipe right to go to the next page, or swipe left to go to the previous page. If you double tap on the screen, you'll get your options down here, so we could change the print size or the font size. We could search for a specific book or page. Or we can go back to our table of contents. So you can choose a specific chapter to start in. Or if we say we're cruising along, we're reading, and we want to take a break, you can click up here on the bookmark. And then when you exit out, you can click on double click on the screen with your options. Click up here and then click bookmarks, and it'll show you where you left off. And we can go to where I put the bookmark. Now if you tap your phone's back button, that will take you back to the main screen. You could click up here to change the settings. Click up here to search for a new book, show, or audiobook, etc., album, movie. You can look at your favorites from here, and you can activate Hoopla Kids mode. This will allow you to automatically filter out content that might not be suitable for